The next thing I want to talk about now, like monetizing, right? So once you actually like go viral, you get the hype.
Get that hype.
And you get like a 500 million views like you have. Like, how have you monetized? And I think there's multiple ways to do it. So walk us through like going live a little bit, and then also like back end stuff. So for like a business owner, like how do you monetize the attention now once you have it?
Right, that's a good point. Well, first of all, as we all know, attention is extremely valuable. So people are paying like thousands of dollars on Facebook, Instagram, Google ads to get attention. And TikTok, as of now, is giving a shitload of free attention to you with a little bit of effort. So it's a huge benefit that if you just use it and use a lot of these techniques, you're gonna get a lot of attention. Now, in terms of getting money for it, the first way that I started getting paid, which was so cool, everybody who knows about Twitch, where you're watching people play video games, people give gifts to gamers just to watch them. And I know to a lot of parents that's like, what are they paying for? But it's about, people have always paid money towards entertainers. We're entertainers, and so people appreciate us. And when you have a TikTok following, you will get, so when you go live, everybody knows what live streaming is. When you go live on TikTok, there's a really cool feature, which is that people can send you money. I have made thousands of dollars just from going live.
Incredible.
So being live streaming is a whole extra art form. We really just want to get you to the point where you got a lot of attention, and you know, the main focus of this course right now is just to get you a lot of attention. But once you learn how to go live, people will send you tips, which are called gifts on TikTok. And once you have over 1,000 followers, you can go live. I think you have to be 14 now, maybe 16, I don't remember. But as long as you're that age, whatever the age is that you have to be to go live on TikTok, people from liking you, it's about again, it's just like when you make little TikToks, when you go live, you want to keep people engaged, you want to have good lighting on your face, you want to have good aesthetics, you want to be having a great time. The greater the time that you're having, the better the time that people are having when they pop into your live. And you can tell them you always drop a title. When you go live, you drop a title. So you might say, hey, everybody come in my live. What I do, a technique that I learned, is I will say, if you drop a concert, which is $5 on TikTok, I will follow you back. So tons of people have given me concerts and other gifts to do that.
And one of the benefits too for the person that is tipping or giving the concert type thing is that they will go to the top of the live, right? So that's what I think is so cool is how TikTok actually built that. Like, it actually, not just to like pay the entertainer, it actually makes sense for them once you have this attention, right? If there's like 1,000 people watching the live, and that person throws you $10 through whatever the gamified things are, they can then pop up at the top of the live and be seen there for like an extended period of time. And then the other 999 people that are on the live can see them up there, and they might get followers from tipping. So like, you can in one live make hundreds to thousands of dollars.
Yes, it's happening.
Crazy.
Thank God. And also you two things happen when someone gives you a gift. So if someone drops $10, and I'm very rich is what it's called on TikTok, when they drop that $10, first of all, I'll make a big deal out of it. I mean, every TikToker that I know that I follow, when someone gives them $5, $10, or $50, they will make a big deal out of them. They'll shout them out. Everybody go follow Tyler Swag. And there's a big kind of animated thing. And then what I do is I always tell everybody, yo, go follow Tyler. And that creates a lot of excitement. Also, I will follow them back. That's generally what I do when I go live. Anybody who gives me over $5, I will follow them back as a show of appreciation. And then when people come into my live, their name actually appears in yellow. So even tomorrow when you come back into my live, your name will be in yellow. And I will say this, I didn't even think about this. A lot of kids that have given me gifts, they get way more of my attention. I just mean in terms of my expertise, and also my support, because again, I support everybody. The kids who gave me gifts early on, they've had a lot of conversations with me about how they can improve their TikTok. and they're not paying anything for it. It's just my appreciation. Like, I cumulatively see them when they pop into my live. I know that they're there. So there's like it's a relationship builder, and I make a bunch of money from the gifts. So it's which is very cool.
So and that's one of the ways too to grow even bigger is collabs, right? Which I'm sure you'll touch on deeper into the course, but like collaborations. And what's a way like you're literally saying you have over 1 million followers, and by people just giving you $5, which is like not a lot. I mean, so it's not much. Will get your attention. And then you will then follow them, and then maybe that could create something in the DMs, and then maybe that could create a duet or a collab type of, like, you have no idea how big just $5. So it's not just them giving $5 for the entertainment. Like, it's something where it's a win-win for them to give $5.
Well, then they become people who give you $100. I mean,
and that's just touch on it. It's not unrealistic. That's what, because I think to a lot of people to think like, oh, I can just go live for an hour and I'll make thousands of dollars. It's like, it does sound a little crazy. It even sounds a little crazy to me. But when you think about it, though, just from a logical numbers standpoint, it is not that crazy. The guy has 1.2 plus or 1.3 million followers. To have 1,000, which is like less, what is that, like 1%, that's 0.1% of his following, and then to have 1% of them give 5 to, you know what I mean? Like, this is very logical. So if you can build and grab the attention when you do a live, you can make $1,000. Like, it's real.
And that's the first way. And the second way, just because I'll get into more of the details later, the other way of getting paid on TikTok, well, there's two other ways. One, I'm a musician. Every time people listen to my songs on Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon, etc., I get paid. So I get paid every time people stream my song. So in my profile, when you come to my page, people know that I have a song, they can go listen to it, and I get paid. So all of the attention I get gets me paid. It sells, people have bought merchandise from me, people continue to buy merchandise from me because I have a lot of attention. So you can use all of the attention you're getting for everything you do. So the last way, so you can go live, that's awesome. You can get paid right through TikTok. The second one is the products and the music that you sell, or whatever it is that you sell. You might sell refrigerators, or you might be a dance teacher, or
the dentist thing. I think the dentist thing.
Yeah, he's.
Everybody is. What's the major demographic on TikTok right now?
The major demographic, as far as I know, like when I ask, and just from my knowledge, even though TikTok, I think they say that it's 15 to 24 or something like that. If you actually ask like 400 people in anybody's live, and I've talked to other TikTokers, it's like 10 or 11 years old to, actually no, it goes up to 60 and 70 year olds for sure. It's very wide, I would say.
So just even think about this. Say you're a dentist and you're on TikTok and you're doing dances, and maybe you're teaching some stuff about dentistry, and there's these kids that are 10 to 11 and they're following you and they're loving your content, and like they're in your area, they're like local. They might literally like ask their parents if they can start going to your.
They absolutely will.
And that's like real. Like it's just logical. So I just think like there are people, I know there's this one guy, he's like 60 or 70, I can't remember his name right now, something, but it's and he actually has like 500,000 followers, and he's on TikTok. So everybody's on TikTok. The main demographic is definitely younger percentage wise. But
if you're an adult, you have a huge.
But who cares? Like, I just mean, like, you can still, money can still be made even though it's younger people. Because think about it, if a kid's just all hyped up about going to some certain dentist, and the parents are like, this will make my kid happy, like, why not? Like, why wouldn't they go there? So you just think deeper than just like direct to consumer.
Yeah, that's where the business thing comes from. Is you get the attention, and first of all, there's tons of adults. There's millions of adults. Actually, I think like more adults are downloading TikTok than ever. I know TikTok was the number one downloaded app over Facebook and Insta. It was the number 2, but it was over Facebook and Instagram last year. So TikTok is going crazy ever since I was an early adopter. Praise the Lord. So, he just made such a great point. And then the other third way that I monetize, that I make a lot of money, is although the merchandise, selling whatever your product is friggin' awesome, but the other way is getting paid sponsorships. I have a lot of attention that's very valuable. So lots of bands, rappers, realtors, I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Earbuds, right?
Clothes companies, wireless earbud companies. So companies send me they send me a bunch of free stuff, but
you
they
get
pay
free
me.
stuff, too.
You get a lot of free
There you
stuff, and people pay me money to make TikToks.
And
Like
think about it too, just from a brand perspective, right? So
mine or theirs.
No, like yours. So you're getting all these things too, but just think about it too, just like with authorship, right? So just like getting media attention or getting on podcasts, like things like that. Like if you have a lot of attention on TikTok, like direct things happen to you, but indirect things happen as well. Meaning like I might want to have you on my show because you'll share my podcast with your audience. So it's not a direct money exchange,
Right.
but you've built a brand that I would like to get in front of. So I'm like, yeah, I'll have you on my podcast. Like just share it with your people.
Amazing.
So just from a media standpoint, a brand standpoint, public speaking standpoint, like all these things that will grow you indirectly. It's just an all-around benefit. So I just want to touch on that.
Yeah, that's a really, and to follow up what you're talking about, if you, let's say that you're watching this and you're a realtor and you're like, why in the hell would I want TikTok that has 80% kids and teenagers, people who don't buy houses? Well, first of all, that is the demographic that most brands sell to, because kids have way more time on their hands, and kids beg their parents for most products. Like kids promote Teslas. People buy Teslas because their kids put them onto it. People buy AirPods because their kids put them onto it. So kids are a huge proponent of people buying stuff.
Absolutely.
But the other thing is, the other 20% of the adults, the millions of adults that are on TikTok, they're not getting nearly enough. There's not nearly enough adults making TikToks right now. So it's wide open for you to make it. Now, if I was a realtor, what I would do is I would probably hire an intern, unless I had time to do it, which I probably wouldn't, because I'd be an amazing realtor. I would hire like a college kid, or I'd get somebody who knows what the hell they're doing, and I would literally have them shoot every single building, every single house or corporate building that I sold. I would have them shoot an entire TikTok about, and I would have them do it with like new music. Whether, you know, a new artist, like a new song that's popping off, I would have them shoot videos for every single property that I sell, and I would be the coolest realtor on TikTok. And if I was a kid and I want to be an actor, so like a girl who's a huge supporter of me, she's like 13 or 14, she wants to be an actor, and I told her right away, I said, yo, right now it might not seem like a big deal to have a lot of TikTok followers, but when you go to college, if you have 180,000 followers, guess what? Your leverage of, if you already have 180,000 people that follow you, you don't need to kiss people's butts to get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, and that's very valuable.
100%.
Bang, bang.
Boom, boom.
Sure.